My Micro Strand is finally here and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. I also want to show you brushing my hair because you can brush right down to the scalp. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison. I currently post content on this channel related to reselling as well as hair solution videos. All right, so today is the day my Micro Strand arrived in the mail yesterday and I am so excited to try it out and share it with you guys. This actually takes 9 to 12 weeks because it is custom made to receive this piece. So I wanted to put it out there in case you guys were interested right away and wanted to order, and some of you did, which is amazing. But now mine is here and I have been waiting and anticipating and so excited to, first of all, try it out for myself, but also share it with you guys. All right, so enough talking. Let's actually look at my InvisaBlend. Oh my goodness, she is so beautiful. I'm gonna show you guys her up close, talk about the color, the texture, everything like that. But just a little recap, what is the InvisaBlend? It's basically a series of micro strands. I'm gonna show you the inside here. Micro strands are these translucent, basically fibers. They are extremely strong, but when they hit your skin, they are virtually invisible, which is why it is so difficult to show you this, but that is kind of the whole point of the InvisaBlend. This is a hair solution that goes invisible and blends your own hair through this weave pattern. Again, this video is going to show you guys the application process, the whole shebang, but I wanted to give you a little overview at first. So you can see here that your hair is actually going to come through all of these little holes. So the whole kind of idea is that this is a healthy, safe alternative for your hair. Not only that, you're not going to be able to tell that you're wearing it. And these are the baby comb locks that I did want to show you guys right off the bat, because I said in my last video, I was very curious about these. These are not your standard clip that comes on a hair topper. These are extremely thin and only about the width of your pinky nail, and they're very, very gentle. They're more of like a comb that locks into place. So I'm absolutely going to be playing around with these. And the amazing part is that there's actually hair sewn onto these comb locks. So when you flip it around, you're not going to see any of the comb locks, which is, again, the whole point. We want this to be an invisible hair solution. I actually sent along the actual order form with my piece, which I found really interesting. On here, it shows you exactly where, for my specific needs, they are giving me coverage, which is kind of like at the top area of my head, a little bit the sides, kind of in like an egg shape. And then on here, it lists all the details, the hair length, the hair texture, color, density. I mean, it goes into immense amounts of details, and that's why it's so customizable. It's made specifically for your actual hair needs. In case you're curious, mine is light density, which is 50% density. The texture here is slight wave, which at first I would have been like, no, I don't have any wave to my hair. My hair is typically naturally straight, but as you can see, it does have a little bit of that kind of poof, that little bit of wave to it naturally, even though I think my hair is normally pretty straight, and this matches it exactly. So even if I'm not straightening my hair to smooth it out, I mean, I can, because this is human hair, so I can straighten it, curl it, whatever I want to do, but it's just, I'm going to wake up and it's naturally going to be exactly the same texture as my hair. And then the color, I was floored. I was so excited because, I mean, I sent in photos. I talked about how I'm currently a strawberry blonde, but this is not my natural hair color. And I wasn't sure which way my hair color was going to lean, more strawberry blonde, more blonde. So we did a 50-50 blend, and I think it is the most beautiful color I've ever seen, and I think it's going to work so perfectly with my hair. I also received this booklet, which is full of amazing information, along with YouTube videos specifically on how to self-apply and the different application techniques. So there's definitely no lack of information that came with this. There are multiple different ways of installing this, like I mentioned in my last video. The first way I'm going to play around with is actually the comb locks themselves. So what I'm going to do next in this video is place this on my hair using the comb locks and then pull my hair through the actual openings in this weave. And that alone is one installation method all on its own. And I want to play around with that for a few weeks, see how it feels, see how I like it. And then ultimately, I think I'm actually going to take it to my hairdresser and get them to put in the ponytail locks. That's more of a kind of permanent solution where you go in once a month to have it tightened, and I want to play around with both just to see which one I like the best. So here's one last look at my current bio hair situation before I install it, and next you will see myself placing it on my head. As you can see, I don't have a lot of hair on top, but it is a lot better than it used to be. And then it gets quite thin towards the ends. I think I'm actually gonna give myself a little bit of a trim as we do this as well. But now on to the installation. To start, you wanna flip your micro strand over and figure out where the center comb lock is located. For mine, it's located right here, and that's gonna line up with center forehead. I'm going to start off by combing all of my hair backwards. And next, I'm going to comb just the front section forward. I want to create a front hair section that is about the width of the comb lock. So I have that ready to go now. Next, I'm going to grab the InvisaBlend, find the center comb lock that I'm going to use, and open it by pressing on it. Then I'm going to take the InvisaBlend around my hair, lay it on top, lining up that center comb lock. Grabbing the section of hair, I'm going to place the comb lock into the hair, comb backwards, and press on it to lock it down. Now, I'm not feeling any pulling, but if you did, you shouldn't be feeling any pulling. Just unlock it, wiggle around a bit, and then press it down to lock again. Next, I'm going to do the 2 front side comb locks, followed by the back comb locks, and then the remainder of the sides. So this is my next comb lock here. What I'm going to do is just separate my hair and find where the comb lock naturally hits. So my comb lock is hitting around here. I'm going to grab a section of hair, again, that's the width of the comb lock, open it up, comb it in, and press it down to secure it. Moving to the comb lock on the other side, again, I'm just sectioning a piece of hair, grabbing the comb lock, making sure not to pull too hard, combing it backwards into my hair and pressing it down to secure it. Next, I'm moving to the back section. So again, I'm just finding where the comb lock naturally falls, parting my hair and grabbing a section of hair that's about the same width as the comb lock. Once I've found that section of hair, I'm going to comb the comb lock in and press to secure. The next step is to start blending your hair through the micro strand. So as you can see, there is a grid pattern here. And what I'm going to do is create a peace sign with my fingers to hold the micro strands down. And I'm going to take a comb here and start blending my own hair through the micro strands. Now, for the purpose of this video, I am going to start on the top so you can see what I'm doing. But if you have longer hair, it is recommended that you start on the sides and blend upwards. So all I'm doing is taking the comb and blending my hair through the open part of the weave of the micro strand. Then what I'm going to do is brush it forward and move on to the next section. All right, so here's the big reveal. Oh my goodness, I am absolutely obsessed with this hair. It looks so good. It's actually a couple days later from when I installed it. I wanted to play around with it, wear it for a bit. I have washed it, I have brushed it right down to my scalp, and it's amazing. I am so, so happy. First of all, let me come up really close so you can see the front hairline here. Like, oh my goodness, I have never had anything that looks this realistic. It's absolutely crazy. You can't see anything. I am absolutely in love. There is the top of it. I will give you guys more views kind of like before and afters, but this is absolutely hands down the most realistic thing I've ever owned. I also want to show you brushing my hair because you can brush right down to the scalp, which is crazy. I was wondering before it arrived, like, how does that work? Is it going to pull on the actual micro strand that's on my hair? And it doesn't, because the micro strand is basically molding to my head with all my other hair coming through. So I can get the brush right down to my scalp and brush it, and it doesn't mess anything up, which is blowing my mind. I'm going to include some before and afters now and some more close-up pictures, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. If it wasn't already obvious, my final thoughts are that I am absolutely impressed. I'm obsessed with this. I'm going to tell everybody about it. It is absolutely hands down the most unrecognizable hair solution I've ever seen. You can get right up close to me and you're not going to see anything. I also love that it's safe and healthy for your hair because your hair is being blended through it. Your scalp is exposed. You can brush right down to your scalp. You can shampoo your hair normally, and you get to use all of the natural hair that you have in addition to this. Honestly, it's only been a few days and it already feels like it's part of me. I was doing a video call with my family and I even flipped my head upside down and showed them, like, it's not moving. It just feels like a piece of me. I am not worried about going out in the wind and having anything show. One thing I do want to try out is swimming with it. I want to see how it does in the water and how brushing it afterwards and showering afterwards works out. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. InvisaBlend is also going to last between 3 and 4 years, possibly longer, depending on how well I keep it up. So I just think it's a really, really great investment and I'm so happy to spread the word. So I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.